Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we had, hey yo man, we got another artist killed, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into the death in the culture. Alright? We got Trevor Noah defending Kanye West, man. The Game talking about NBA YoungBoy being taken off his album. It's not The Game, but WAP 100. But we're gonna get to that too. We got some opening projections for Drillmatic, man. Dr. Dre talking about that aneurysm that he had, Casanova co-defendant being sentenced. And we got R. Kelly again. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source Show. If this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. That notification bell's waiting for your tap, so go on and give it a tap. And a subscribe button's waiting for your subscription, man, so go on and touch that too. Alright? Hey yo, man, let's get right to it, man. Starting you off with R. Kelly. Okay, look. For this man, R. Kelly, it does not get any better for this dude at all. Like, every time we get more R. Kelly news, it's worse. Right? More worse, whatever the word you want to call it. Okay? I gotta ask Meek Mill how to say it. It's more worse than the last time we heard. You know what I'm saying? Check this out, man. All that activity the man thought was secret is on center effing stage, man. The man's former goddaughter took the stand from a 2008 skin tape. You know what I'm saying? Skin tape. Yeah, all right? And she testified that they had numerous encounters of a carnal nature multiple times before she was 18. You like, at 16? Go lower. You know what I mean? Look. It was the 4th day of his trial and his former goddaughter took the stand. Look, according to the shit. Now look. Here's the thing. My understanding is that when you have a godparent, right? This parent is supposed to be like what God is to the person. You know what I'm saying? That's what being a godparent is like. You know what I mean? Or that's what it's supposed to be. Anyway, what's the story that I had over here? I had the story. All right, so I'm gonna read to you exactly what went down. Let's see if I can pull it up. All right, here we go. All right, so look. According to the news, right? The woman that took the stand to testify against R. Kelly is the teen that was allegedly featured in his infamous 2008 skin tape. The woman, who is now 37 and identified as Jane, took the stand to share that she was introduced to the singer through her aunt in the mid-1990s when she was 13 years old. Her aunt, who was also a music artist, was also connected to Kelly romantically. You see how sick this man is? Jane shared that at the time, her aunt said she should ask R. Kelly to be her godfather. And she testified that weeks later is when he started making sexual advances at her. She shared that she had phone sex with the troubled singer soon turned into physical. Okay? She claims that she engaged in, acts of a carnal nature with Kelly hundreds of times between the ages of 15 to 18 years old. Now, according to Jason Meisner of the Chicago Tribune, when asked why she engaged, well, matter of fact, let's go to what he said. He said, asked why she had relations with R. Kelly, Jane said it was out of intimidation. He was an authoritative figure. I didn't know how to respond. I didn't know how to say no. I just went along with things and it somewhat became normal. I mean, she's 13. She don't have the mental capabilities, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes this guy that much more of a monster. She said, Jason said, Jane says she started to have feelings for Kelly, so she went along with his request to include her friends. I was thinking I was in love at the time, is what she said, and I was being submissive. I wanted to give him what he wanted, and I didn't want to make him feel like I wasn't cooperative. Jane says she told no one about her relationship with Kelly because he told her as soon as they started, having relations, to keep it a secret and not to share it with anyone. She was 14 at the time. She said she wanted to share it with her friends, but didn't. Hey, look, man, like out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. You see what I'm saying? When you're doing something like that with anybody, right? Usually with anybody, a person feels like they gotta talk about it. But you're doing it with a minor that much more. She said that she was 14 at the time. She wanted to share it with her friends, but she didn't. They said, did Mr. Kelly ever record you two engage in certain activities? Yes. When did that start? When I was 14 years old. Close quote. It's a nightmare, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, some of y'all still defending this dude, man. And I mean, I understand innocent till proven guilty, but we done seen the recording. We done seen the videotape. What is there to you know what I mean? How do you not, I don't understand who is still backing this man after there was, I would walk down Jamaica Avenue, right? In Queens, okay? I would walk down Jamaica Avenue in Queens and I would see them playing the video on the freaking street. Which is sick in and of itself. But I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, I'd be like, what are y'all, what is this over here? There's like, oh yeah, that's the R. Kelly tape. I just kept it moving, man, because that's a whole lot. And look, I was like, what was it? I was probably, I might have been like, 18, 19 or whatever. So I already knew, like, nah, I don't even want to look at that. That wouldn't even make me feel comfortable to look at two grown adults getting it on in front of people on Jamaica Avenue, man. Anyway, the man is sick. I already knew that. Those of y'all that don't know that, there's something wrong with y'all. You know that, right? There's something wrong. A lot. You probably don't know. You probably don't know. If you think, oh, my car stopped. Key said, what up? You got to start the car. Check this out. If you think there is nothing wrong with R. Kelly, trust me, although you don't know it, there's something wrong with you, okay? We done seen the video of it. There's something definitely wrong with you. I know you're like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with me. That's what you would say. I expect you to say that. Let's get on to the next story here, because this is disgusting. Legendary producer and artist Dr. Dre had a brain aneurysm, which had many of us scared that we'd seen the last of Dre. But fortunately, the Most High gave the legend an extension. You know what I'm saying? Now on the Work Out the Doubt podcast, the artist Dr. Dre stated that he did not think he would make it, given the circumstances. Hey, yo, take a listen.
I'm at Cedars-Sinai Hospital, and they weren't allowing anybody to come up, meaning visitors or family or anything like that, because of COVID. But they allowed my family to come in. I found out later is they called them up so they could say their last goodbyes because they thought I was out of here. So I didn't know it was that serious. I'm seeing my mom and my sister and everybody coming in the room.
And nobody told you?
Nobody told me. I had no idea. That was crazy. So I'm in the ICU for 2 weeks. Because of what was going on in my brain, they had to wake me up every hour on the hour for 2 weeks to do these tests. I'm like basically looking like sobriety tests, like touch your nose, rub your heel on your calf and all that shit. So every hour for 2 weeks, I had to wake up and do that.
You were tired all the time.
Tired. As soon as they leave, I would try to go to sleep because I knew they were coming back in the next hour. So that's what happened.
At what point did it become real, like, oh, I'm in trouble here? Did that ever cross your mind?
I never felt like I was in trouble. I felt like, okay, I'm just going through procedure and I'm ready to go home. I'm hungry. I didn't eat for 2 weeks.
Jeez.
That was a really crazy experience.
But you came out of it.
Yeah.
Some will say
I came out of it
stronger than ever before.
Absolutely.
The man said, I found out later. They called them up, his family. They called his family up so they could say their last goodbyes because they thought I was out of here. I didn't know it was that serious. Seeing my mom and my sister and everybody come in the room, nobody told me. I had no idea. That was crazy. Close quote. And you know what? I'm glad they didn't say anything to him, because sometimes I think when you even get certain kind of news, like, it'll make you feel worse. That might have done more damage. So it's good that they all came in there and didn't. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, like, the people that are super dramatic, please keep them away, like, if I have a traumatizing situation, because they're just going to make me feel worse. Dr. Dre stated that his brain aneurysm was related to high blood pressure. Fellas, make sure you get your high blood pressure checked out. A lot of dudes have high blood pressure, man. You know what I'm saying? It was stated that his brain aneurysm was related to high blood pressure, which is definitely probably related to a messy divorce at the time and the death of his loved one. I thought it was his grandmother that passed. I think it was his grandmother that passed. And then somebody came and tried to serve him papers at the funeral. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? All right, look, check this out, man. Casanova, man. We got some news on Casanova and what's going down with him, man. I believe his sentencing is expected to take place on December 16th, right? Now, if he is sentenced, the artist faces 60 years. Like, he's facing 60 years in prison, which is insane. You know what I mean? That's a crazy number. 60 years? My goodness. Check this out, man. It's also been stated that the prosecutors for one of his other members of the Gorilla Stone Nation, right, who was considered the godfather of the Money Gang Cave of Gorilla Stone, and the acting street leader, he was linked to a number of crimes, including attempted murder, fraud scheme. He was connected to a COVID-19 fraud scheme that was connected to the COVID-19 pandemic, and trafficking hundreds of pounds of marijuana. That dude caught, what is it, 20 years? 20 to 24 years? The prosecutor sought 20 to 24 years on the 31-year-old. The man got 20. They stated, quote, Gillard's leadership role meant that he was responsible for ensuring that as many reports, like the people under him, followed the gang's rules, including retaliating against rival gang members who threatened the gang's narcotics dealing or its overall reputation and stature. They continued on and said Gillard was responsible for ensuring that his reports earned the Gorilla Stone Oath and its various rules, and he played a role in recruiting young gang members to the violent gang. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's terrible stuff right there, man. I mean, hey, look, yeah, like recruiting young people, like that means, you know, he's like ruining people's lives. I guess if you're recruiting other gang members, you're in essence aiming at destroying people's lives. Real talk, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't like it, stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just what it is. I'm just throwing it out there to you what it is. You could be mad at me, like, oh, well, my life ain't ruined. Not yet. No, it ain't. Not yet. And if you just so happen to state, then you just got lucky. You know what I mean? It was a one-off. But you know, I wouldn't play that game. Anyway, what's my time looking like over here, man? Let me do my shout-outs real quick. Where we at over here, man? Oh, yeah. First person that gave me a birthday shout-out, I want to give a shout-out to. Now, look, we ain't record yet. We ain't record yesterday, man. We had some stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely got to give a shout-out to the face, Sm0ke. You know what I'm saying? The face is 39 years old. His birthday was yesterday, and he's been holding us down for a minute, man. You know what I mean? He threw the Cash App up, man. So you know what I'm saying? It's that Coco Loco. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to wish the face, Sm0ke, a happy birthday, man. I always call him the face because I'm like, yo, man. Most of the things he posts in the comment section are things that I be thinking about, man. In other words, in the cafeteria, I'll be sitting right next to that dude. You know what I'm saying? Chuckling. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the face, man. Show the man some love. You know what I mean? Who else we got over here on deck, man? I know I got some more shout outs right here, man. So happy birthday to the face. We also got Isaac Reap. My man said Charleston White could possibly be the starter of the end of gangs. I didn't like this guy, but then I started imagining a world without gangs destroying our neighborhoods and families. That's real, man. You know what I'm saying? That's super duper real, man. You know what I mean? So that's what I said. I said, look, he could be the knight in shining armor that you ain't know that you was looking for. You know what I mean? Where we at over here? Okay, so we got that. We got Saron Williams coming through that said, yo, Celeb, the guy who stabbed the tourist, he ain't that bad. He's harmless. He's harmless. I'm like, that was a good one. You know what I mean? All right, Luke San Kendaya said from the previous video that we dropped about the girl with the napkins. They said fentanyl in the napkins absorbed through pores with the first clip. And Face Famous came through and said, yep, definitely that's pure fentanyl. It happened to a cop where I live. He barely touched the dude who had it and went down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know how to you know, I don't know how the fentanyl thing goes with the, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it is fentanyl. Wash the napkins, y'all. Wash the napkins. You know what I'm saying? T-Chan came through and said, yo, Fish Scales is part owner of the brewery. That's why they went in to get him. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. Like, listen, when I record this, I don't know the clips that Source is going to use. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the clips that Source is going to use. So when I went back and watched, like when y'all see the video, that's when I see the video. A lot of y'all see the video before I see the video. You see what I'm saying? So when I watched the video, I was like, oh shoot, that must have been Fish Scales. So it wasn't as fishy as I thought. All right. Appreciate you, T-Champ, for letting us know that, though, man. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, Baby Dog came through and said, Celeb Source, you ought to go. I love your commentary. Your delivery is on point like Stacey Abrams. Yo, man, shout out to you, Baby Dog, man. We definitely appreciate that. All right. Let's get right back to it, man. Is that all I have? I know I had something else out here, man. All right, look. Where we at? All right, check this out, man. Sales projections were said to come out for the previous week with Rod Wave taking the top spot. Now, Hits Daily Double projected that Drillmatic from the game was slated to move less than 19,000 units, which is supposed to be pretty dismal, right? In his first week. Well, the numbers came in, and what is it? Hits Daily Double was wrong, okay? Drillmatic actually hit the 25K mark, which is better than expected, but I'm sure the game was hoping for bigger numbers. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, man. Hey, look, 25,000 people to me, man, that's a big deal, man. Like 25,000 people. Look, like I said, man, if 20,000 people were standing outside your door talking about they want to F you up, you got a problem. You know what I mean? Don't act like, oh, 25K, that's a small number. Not if they want to come jack you up, they waiting outside your door. Then I bet you be concerned. There's 25,000 people out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, I know the game was hoping for bigger numbers, and, you know, the numbers could rack up. But here's the other thing. Apparently, right, NBA YoungBoy was supposed to be on the game's Dramatic on a track called OPP. But according to Whack 100, he had to make an executive decision, and he kept NBA YoungBoy off the album. This is what he stated on Clubhouse. He said, quote, sometimes when it comes down to a situation I had to make an executive decision about. In YoungBoy's defense, in NBA YoungBoy's defense, Whack 100 says, YoungBoy charges ninjas $300K a verse. That's what he charged. He gave us a hell of a deal, $150K. But that situation would have cut into marketing overall. So I had to make the executive decision to pay the tab he sent me, which was a respectable, great tab. It was love, but that tab would have cut into that, and that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against YoungBoy. He ain't disrespect us. Although, close quote. I mean, I'm thinking this. I get that YoungBoy would have cut into marketing, but I mean, YoungBoy was like the #1 stream artist for a minute. Like he outstreamed all kinds of folks. So technically, just by having him on the album, that in and of itself, to me, is marketing. But who am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm just your what the Kenneth Cole say. I'm just your ROTB. You know what I'm saying? Wait, RYOTB or something like that. I'm just a rando on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? What's the letters? I don't know. I don't remember the acronym. Rando on YouTube. ROYT. That's what I am. Okay? I'm just a rando on YouTube. Anyway, we reported to you the what's my time? Okay. We reported to you the astonishing revelation that these artists are human beings. You like, yo, that's cap. That's not cap. That's not cap. These artists are actually people, man. They got families. Folks call them up periodically. They ask people questions. They're unsure of themselves the whole time. They make orders off of a menu. You know what I'm saying? Look, the presence of money means very little. You got to remember that. Money don't mean much. In fact, think of the pressure they experience trying to keep that cash and their relevance up. Folks be forgetting that, man. But I'm going to tell you who ain't forget. Trevor Noah. The Daily Show host has spoken on Kanye West and how the mob mentality has rushed Ye with the criticism. He stated, quote, I need a drink of water, man. My tooth still hurt. He stated, hey, look, don't be trying to get at my teeth, man. If you looked at my teeth, you'd be like, oh, his teeth looking good. Like, he got good teeth. Yeah, it looks like I got good teeth. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't. Anyway, he stated, yeah, I be brushing all the time. I brush like 8 times a day, damn near. He said, because, you know, I believe in hygiene. He stated, quote, it's easy to stand on the sidelines, see a train crash coming and say nothing about it. And then after the train crashes off the tracks, we say, oh, I saw that coming. Well, then why didn't you say anything? Especially if you have some sort of platform. You have some sort of obligation to speak a truth. You know what I'm saying? You know, see something, say something. Human beings are a paradox. We can love people who we hate. We can hate people who we love. Human beings as a whole are a complicated paradox. And so, I don't like to live in a world where we constantly discard human beings like pieces of trash. Hey, yo, man, Trevor Noah be on point. I'm just letting you know this man be super on point. He said, Kanye West is somebody who has an indelible impression on my life. I've heard him say this before. His music has literally taken me through different periods of my journey. But then there are also moments where I go like, man, Kanye, you going off the rails here. But I can still say that I care for you as a human being. That's why I'm speaking out. I'm not going to not care for you. I'm not going to hate you all of a sudden. That's how I try and see the world. That's how I would hope people would see me. Hey, yo, man, that's real talk. Matter of fact, it's so real, I'm going to keep going. He said, wait, what's my time looking like before I can keep going? All right. He said, I think one of the worst things social media has done to us is it has rewarded the hot take. It has rewarded the most extreme version of any opinion that is out there. Yeah, that is exactly what social media says, man. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta damn near post something crazy in the daggone thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I saw that 1040 Jake thing. His thumbnails is crazy. You know what I'm saying? When I saw the 1040 Jake, I was like, oh, I heard this dude before. Anyway, he said, if you put out a nuance to Queen Mo Fire, I hear what you're saying, though. You know what I mean? If you put out a nuanced opinion, Trevor Noah says, he said, if you put out a nuanced opinion, In a tweet, unfortunately, the algorithm is not going to push that as far because it doesn't engage as many people, and engagement is what social media is trying to achieve. The problem is, the best way to get the most engagement is by inflaming tensions. And while that's great for the bottom line of a social media company, it's terrible for us as human beings. Close quote. Damn, that's well said, man. Trevor Noah, that man is insightful, man. You know what I'm saying? I watched The Daily Show. His jokes is, I like his jokes. He got dad jokes all over the place. But, I mean, I feel like it's clean when I watch his show. You know what I'm saying? So I could appreciate Trevor Noah. But, I mean, what he's saying is real talk. You know what I'm saying? And finally, this is crazy news right here, man. You know what I mean? In some terrible news, another death has taken place this summer, okay? Artist Rondo was hit, right, with hot metal, along with his friend Lil Pab, okay? Lil Pab is now labeled as deceased. And artist Rondo has been labeled as being in stable condition, okay? This is tragic news, man. And we would hope not only that, well, let me read to you what went down, okay? Because there's been some conflicting news. One piece of information says that the shooting happened in Georgia. Another says that it was in L.A. I'm almost positive it was in L.A., okay? Now, where's the information that I had? It says here, my bad, I should be prepared, but, you know, your boy sometimes be you know what I'm saying? We'll be, all right. So, according to Fox 11, police say 3 men in all black arrived at a gas station where Rondo was with his crew in California and began firing multiple shots at them. In other words, it sounded like a hit. Quando and his men tried to drive off as their vehicle continued to get hit with bullets. Then police arrived. When police arrived, they say they took one member of the rapper's crew to the hospital. The member sent to the hospital later passed away, but Quando was okay, as he was seen on video after the incident getting questioned by the police. Hey, yo, take a look.
You know, over there by the sheriff's station, also by the West Hollywood Park. They pull over there because the wounds to the man who was hit inside the Escalade too severe. He's bleeding. They pull over. 911 is called. Paramedics rush in. They take the injured man who's hit by gunfire to the ER. He doesn't.
All right, so look, man. Look, this is tragic news. We would hope that not only that violence in the culture would cease, man, but that the antics that precede the violence diminish as well, man. You know what I'm saying? There should be no reason entertainers should be killed regularly. You know what I mean? And you know, I feel horrible for Quando and his team, because if you think about it, right, it's like if he was in LA, that means he took, like when you make a move, right, like you go to another state or something like that, you take some of your most trusted people with you. You know what I mean? And these are your people that, like, you choose them to guard your life, and that's what it is. So he took these dudes with him to Cali. And that dude ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? So that's a horrible thing, man. Yo, if we could stop the violence in the culture, man, that would be nice. You know what I'm saying? If we could just have entertainers entertain, that would be nice too. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and help your boy out. You know what I'm saying? So we can, you know, spread out more news to more people, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source of celeb news.